everybody. Harvey Talks Prison here. Hit that like and subscribe if you're new. Share. Today I want to talk about the Goon Squad. In Missouri, it's called the E Squad. That's the official name of it, but everybody, including staff, called it the Goon Squad. And what they would do, they could come in anytime, really. But usually they came in every 6 months, or they were supposed to. So sometimes you'd get warnings, It'd be because people in the kitchen working would say something, or say they're getting lunches together or something, or sometimes even a guard might say something. If a guard said something and inmates in the kitchen said something, or in the food service warehouse said something, then you knew pretty much for sure they was coming. But they when they came, the Goon Squad was made up of people from guards from all the state, from all the prisons. And so when they shook your cell down, they'd come in, the whole camp would be locked down. They'd do one housing unit at a time. Except at the walls, they did everything. Not just the housing units, they did other buildings. They did, the one time I was there and they did everything. We was locked down 3 days. They tore the whole prison up. But after that, in these other prisons, it was usually last a day or most of the day. And what they do, like I said, they come into the housing units. And sometimes, there's a couple times, like the time at the walls, and then at these other times, a couple other times, they said if you have anything in your cell you're not supposed to, throw it out. And nothing will be said. Take it, or sometimes, and one time they even opened the doors and allowed us to take it to the trash. People was dumping shanks and everything else in there. But a lot of times they won't. They'll just come in, and what they do, they strip you out. They come to you when they get to your door. They strip you out. Make you run your hand through your hair, lift your arms, your sack, turn around, lift your feet, squat and cough and all that stuff. And then they take you right outside the cell. You're handcuffed, hands behind your back, your face against the wall. And when they're done shaking down, they allow you to go back in, and they move on down to the next cell. They what you want to do, you kind of wish that there's somebody from the prison you're in that's shaking you down, because if they happen to know you and they're cool, they usually won't be in there long. But a lot of times, me, that didn't happen. It happened a couple of times, but most times it was somebody from another camp, or it was even a guard from that camp. They didn't care. They just tear your cell apart. You and your cell, you spend an hour or so putting your cell back together. And they usually find stuff. There'll be people trying to get away with stuff, trying to hide stuff. And there are places that you can hide that guards don't know, and I ain't going or haven't seen, and I ain't going to mention it on here, but a lot of times people will hide stuff in obvious places, and they always get found. And you always see a couple people being led to the hole. And I remember one time they searched the cell and they found a syringe. And me and my cellie, we had we're standing there with our head against the wall. We're in our boxers. That's all you're in. You're just your boxers. You ain't allowed to put pants or anything back on. You're just in your boxers. And we hear them call the guys in the cell next to us, call them, and they came back up there. They say, "Whose is this?" They had a syringe in their hand. I was kind of peeking. head against the wall, looking. Neither one of them admitted that it was theirs. The guard said, "Look, one of you guys own up to this, or you're both going to the hole." Neither one of them owned up to it. And they took them both to the hole. But when they got out of the hole, the one dude, he just went right after the other guy. So, man, you should have took your weight. And I feel the same way, man. You know, take your weight. You're going to the hole anyway, so take your weight. But he didn't, and then he ended up paying for it. And that's another thing. If you're in prison and you're, before you let somebody else take the weight, take the weight. You know, be a man. Don't let other people take away. You know, I've seen that's happened out here. You know, people let somebody else take the weight. But anyway, these happen. They're supposed to happen every 6 months. These goon squad are coming in, but the last few years I was there, they only happened like once a year. I don't know if they changed or they just forgot or what. It seemed like it was like once a year, 9 months at least. It was. I know it wasn't every 6 months, but they all come in black and they got these patches that say E Squad on them. You know, they some of them have helmets on, and some of them don't. Some of them are just dressed in the black clothes. Some of them dressed like they're ready for a ride. But either way, it's always, even if you don't have anything, you're always nervous. I don't know why, but you're always nervous. But in most cases, a lot of people, they have something. You know, they're trying to get rid of it, trying to hide it, whatever, you know. But it was just one of those things that always put me on edge every time, because not only do you have to go through with them searching and maybe finding something, or maybe they're going to find something that you don't even know about. That's happened before. But then you got to put your cell back together. And I mean, a lot of times they don't care. A lot of times they don't separate, your celly stuff from your stuff. It's just all piled together. So you got to separate it. You know, like with me and Kevin, we was cool. A lot of stuff like food and stuff we shared, so it didn't matter. But a lot of personal stuff like letters and stuff being all mixed up, you have to go through the letters and stuff. And, I had a lot of mail from home that I kept, and they would, it'd all be mixed up with his stuff, So that was another thing. Straightening your cell back up after they've already gone, and that would take time. It's not like a 5-minute job. A lot of times, unless they was just in and out, which sometimes they were, depending on who shook your cell down, but a lot of times they was in there and they just tore it up. I mean, trashed it. And you go in there and your mattress is all flipped up, the sheets are taken off of it, the blankets and all this. Everything's just all piled together, and you just got to spend time putting everything back together. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. And see you next time. Bye.
Stop it for you.